box office star Michelle Rodriguez has an appetite for adventure.
That's our dinner. We'll skin him and cook him up.
You're gonna make me vegan again.
She's used to doing her own stunts.
Let's do this. Oh, don't look down.
Whoa!
But nothing could prepare her for this.
Michelle, are you okay? Guys, this isn't good.
Running Wild with Bear Grylls, next Monday here on NBC.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Meryl Streep drops by. And
your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. Stats are rolling in from the Highway Patrol, and they paint a stark picture of South Dakota roads. From 6 a.m. Sunday through 6 a.m. today, there have been 6 fatalities in the Sturgis and Rapid City areas. At the same time last year, there have been no fatal crashes. There have also been 35 non-injury accidents and 55 accidents with injuries, with more being reported throughout the day. The sobering statistics underscore the importance of staying safe on area roads, always obeying posted speed limit signs, wearing seatbelts, watching for bikes, and wearing proper safety gear for riders as well. Rapid City Police releasing new information following a death on Watertown Street Friday morning. Police have identified the deceased as 35-year-old Susanna Swifthawk. Authorities say they were called to that home shortly after 3:30 Friday morning for an unknown problem. It appeared at that time that the woman had fallen down a flight of stairs in the basement of the home. Autopsy revealing that the cause of death could be blunt force trauma, which seemed to be consistent as the result of a fall. Police and Pennington County Sheriff's Office continuing to investigate that death. Black Hills Fire Engine Captain David Rule, who died while battling a California wildfire, being transported to Mount Shasta today. Rule accompanied by engines from the Modoc National Forest, also being joined by other fire departments during portions of that journey. The U.S. Forest Service says that an autopsy is being conducted to determine Rule's cause of death. The service says this is another step in the investigation to determine how that fatality occurred and what lessons can be learned. Other firefighters saying that they're trying to cope and continue their jobs.
Definitely it's hard. Fire community is definitely bigger than any other job I think out there.
U.S. and Forest Service flags on forest land have been ordered to fly at half-staff in Rule's honor until August 6th. Today, President Barack Obama unveiling the final version of his plan to limit emissions from U.S. power plants. The president calling the plan the single most important step America has taken to fight anthropogenic climate change. Among other things, the plan imposes stricter carbon dioxide limits on states and will cut pollution by power plants by 32%. The president saying the time to make the changes is now.
I don't want my grandkids not to be able to swim in Hawaii or not to be able to climb a mountain and see a glacier because we didn't do something about it. I don't want millions of people's lives disrupted and this world more dangerous because we didn't do something about it.
The target of this plan is power plants. They produce more carbon emissions than cars, airplanes, and homes combined. They'll have to cut those emissions by 32% by 2030, and each state will have to figure out how to meet that goal.
Already, many states are gearing up to fight the plan in court. It's a fight that could very well end up in the Supreme Court as well as a result of a challenge to whether or not the executive branch has the power to make environmental mandate simply by executive fiat. Critics include South Dakota's 2 Republican U.S. senators saying that the plan will hurt jobs and has already increased electricity rates. Senators John Thune and Mike Round saying that the reductions would also threaten grid reliability. Earlier this year, Round sponsoring the Affordable Reliable Energy Now Act, legislation to roll back the Clean Power Plan. That's scheduled for markup by a Senate committee on Wednesday, and they're not the only ones who think the changes are overreaching and uncalled for. The general manager of the South Dakota Rural Electric Association saying his members have worked for years to lessen the impact on the environment by adding renewable generation and lower emission resources while saving consumers money through energy efficiency programs. However, a policy advocate for the Environmental Law and Policy Center in Sioux Falls says the reduction goal is a, quote, opportunity for South Dakota to increase renewable energy production for export. Under the plan, South Dakota would reduce its rate by almost 48% from 2012 levels. Meantime, South Dakotans coming together in celebration of partnerships and financial security. South Dakota Secretary of State Chantel Krebs and Oglala Sioux Tribal President John Yellowbird Steele coming together to renew the Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, agreement between the state and the Oglala Sioux Tribe. The focus of the gathering, discussing ways to foster economic development on the reservation and to commemorate the 7th anniversary of the tribe's adoption of the Model Tribal Secured Transactions Act. The Memorandum of Understanding allows lenders to file secured loans with the Secretary of State's office, making loans more available for tribal members and ultimately helping development on the reservation. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And on this Monday, we start off the week in much the same fashion has been the habit of the major indexes of late. A downward trend today for the Dow, losing 92 points, 17,599. The NASDAQ Composite down 13 in these dog days of summer. The S&P down 6 at 2,098, and gold dropping $5.20 on a continuing strengthening dollar, $1,084.20 on this day of trade. We've all heard that the 75th annual Sturgis Rally will be one for the books, and the mayor of Sturgis making sure it will be while keeping some traditions alive. NewsCenter1's Monica Davis telling us about one tradition that's been around for 13 years.
The 75th annual Sturgis Rally kicked off downtown with the Mayor's Ride.
We're going on the 13th annual Mayor's Ride, raise some money for the volunteer fire department, the police VIPs, Wounded Warrior Project, and just fellowship and enjoying the beautiful Black Hills.
Planning for the 75th rally has taken years, and a ride with 250 people takes careful planning as well.
Something like this, there's months and months of preparation and getting everything lined out. A lot of work, and my hat's off to staff, very much so.
And the mayor says he looks forward to Rally Week all year long.
I'm blessed for everything we have here. The city of Sturgis welcomes all these people come to town, and we're just lucky to have it.
The ride highlighted gems of the Black Hills, including Mount Rushmore, and ended with a ride through Custer State Park. A tradition hopefully to look forward to next year. For NewsCenter1, I'm Monica Davis. Chad, back to you.
All right, our Monica Davis reporting on the Sturgis Rally, and all indications seem to be, Bob, that traffic is at least as heavy as suspected or in line with our expectations. 1 million, possibly 1.2 million bikers coming into the area this year.
I had some doubts earlier. I have no doubt.
They've been erased
right
over
now.
the weekend. I don't know about you.
Oh
over the
gosh.
weekend, yeah, I kind of felt the same way you did, but traffic over the weekend sure made me reconsider.
Yeah,
so,
it's just
pretty thick.
Let me just say, there's a lot of bikers out there in the hills, all over the place, all over the place.
Check your 6.
Yeah,
when you're driving along, be sure and
check
make
blind
sure
spot.
your blind spot.
Yeah.
You know, blind spot can be deadly for both the car and the motorcyclists alike.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
let's be careful out there.
Exactly. We are expecting some rain. The bikers will be wet tomorrow. As a matter of fact, there is a flash flood watch covering most of our viewing area with the exception of Fall River County. We have a slow-moving system out in Wyoming, and I'll show you that during weather, and that system is going to slowly drag on into the Black Hills, and it's going to produce some locally heavy rain in some areas.
All right, and we'll get more details on those expected showers coming up in Bob's forecast in just a bit. He lays out the rally temperature outlook for us as well in his full menu of services, as he does each and every night. Back with his forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Chad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Now, what could be better than the simple, worry-free car buying of one Liberty dealership? How about the simple, worry-free car buying of 2 Liberty dealerships? With 5 different manufacturers at 2 convenient locations in Rapid City, you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for at Liberty Superstore. That's 2 Liberty locations, just a stone's throw away. But don't throw any stones at us.
Liberty Superstores. Simple, worry-free car buying.
I hope that when my patients come away from visiting with us here, they know that we really listen and that we really care.
My caregivers perceive me as energetic, and I give 110% of my heart to my job.
People really are partners here, from the nursing staff to the administrative team to all the caregivers in between.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
I am Regional Health.
Too busy to attend classes and find a career you were born for? WDT offers 4 programs completely online. Create a schedule that works for you and advance your career today. In 2012, bookkeeping, accounting, and auditing clerks held more than 1.3 million jobs, and employment is expected to grow. Learn to run the numbers with WDT's accounting and bookkeeping programs 100% online. Let WDT help you find the career you were born for on your terms. Log on to WDT.edu to find out more and to see all of WDT's online options.
We're here on the streets of Nashville, introducing people to Culver's fresh frozen custard.
How are you guys liking the frozen custard? So good. So it's got rich, fresh dairy, and that's what gives it that really creamy texture.
One word to describe it.
Craveable.
Very smooth.
Perfect.
Better than ice cream. Creamy and cool. That's nice.
Be a custard hero. Introduce somebody to Culver's fresh frozen custard.
It almost tastes like it's homemade.
I think somebody loves it.
It's good. Welcome to Delicious.
Introducing the new Can-Am Spyder F3. With a cruising riding position and the most advanced vehicle stability system in the industry, you'll ride with a feeling of complete freedom and confidence. Visit your Can-Am Spyder dealer and test drive one today. The new Spyder F3. Riding has evolved.
Rice Honda Suzuki in Rapid City. Test ride one today.
Local highways and roads are congested with Sturgis Rally traffic and accidents happen. But have you ever wondered what happens to motorcycles after their rider has been taken away to the hospital? There are people from across the nation who gather here this week to help make the aftermath of an accident just a little easier. The Christian Motorcyclists Association have volunteers that come from across the country to volunteer at Rapid City Regional during the rally. The association heard there was a need for people to be with riders who've been injured and help them get back on their feet. Once the rider is in the hospital, volunteers help any way they can to fulfill the victim's needs physically, spiritually, and emotionally. The association began their efforts here 12 years ago.
See how we can help, what can be done and what we can't do, try to facilitate between maybe some entity outside of the hospital, such as a towing or police or something like that, that we can somehow mediate some reconciliation or whatever it takes.
And the president of Rapid City Regional Hospital, Mitch Gibbs, wants to say a big thank you to the Christian Motorcycle Association for the help they provide the bikers and the community. With the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally in full swing, riders taking part in the 8th annual Legends Ride today. That ride hosted by the Buffalo Chip. But the party starts in historic downtown Deadwood at the historic Franklin Hotel. About 400 riders leaving this afternoon, weaving their way through the Black Hills. Participants even getting a change of the usual scenery, construction zones forcing them to take an alternate but equally pleasant ride. Lon Nordby with the Buffalo Chip says that the vision of the Legends Ride was always to raise tens of thousands of dollars for local charities. He says motorcyclists are not typically recognized for their generosity, so the ride was created to showcase their generosity on a world stage. And for those charities, approximately $400,000 has been collected in years past. It is the best burger battle of the year, and our own chief meteorologist, or maybe in this case, chef meteorologist, Bob Riggio, getting a front row seat. For the second year in a row, Bob has stepped in, complete with white hat, judging the cook-off challenge as cooks go head-to-head for the chance to be called the best. Weber Grills and Harley-Davidson pairing up for the competition earlier today, and a winner has been chosen. Terry Holman from Thornton, Colorado, getting bragging rights with her Dynamite Burger. She wins a complete Weber grilling package, but the real winner, as it is, and as he is each and every year, our own Bob Riggio for getting to taste all those amazing entrees.
Harley-Davidson's and Weber's partnership with the products that we're coming out with, being here at the 75th Sturgis Rally, there's no better place to put these two great brands together in this great community at this great rally. And nothing goes better with motorcycling than great grilling.
You know, being a mom and a grandma and cooking for them and seeing the smiles on people's faces, it's awesome. This is maybe just my first step towards retirement.
And you can be a winner too by logging on to NewsCenter1 TV for a chance to win a free Weber grill. And those winners will be announced tomorrow morning right here on NewsCenter1 today. Speaking of Bob Riggio, he's going to set aside his white chef's hat just for a little bit. He'll come in next with a look at your forecast and a full look at your rally temperatures right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
Black Hills Barbecue would
would like to invite you to our new location at 2060 West Main Street in Rapid City, South Dakota.
We smoke our meats low and slow on our smoker right outside. Come on down to Black Hills Barbecue and try our delicious ribs, succulent brisket, our smoked pulled pork, amazing smoked ribeyes, all of our sides, desserts, and our wonderful smoked prime rib on Saturdays.
Visit us Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Fridays and Saturdays, we're open until 10.
Come as a customer.
Enjoy our staff and leave as family.
Hot temperatures call for cool deals, and it doesn't get much cooler than 32 ounces for only 89 cents. That's right, for only 89 cents, you can get 32 ounces of your favorite fountain drink at Common Sense. Ice cold refreshment in your choice of flavors. You can even add one of our flavor shots to make your 32-ounce fountain drink uniquely yours. So let the temperature get hot. Common Sense will keep you cool with 32 ounces of your favorite fountain drink for only 89 cents. Common Sense. Now that's cool.
It's back to school time. Get the speed to succeed with Vast Broadband. Right now, a year of 60 meg internet is just $29.99 a month. That's right, 60 meg internet is just $29.99. Plus, here's something else that's fast. Our Fastest Family Contest. Submit a video of your family doing something fast, and you could win big. And so can your school. For contest details, visit fastestfamily.com.
This August, there's a bad moon on the rise. Rod Woodruff presents John Fogerty of Creedence Clearwater Revival. At the Sturgis Buffalo Chip with Social Distortion. Wednesday, August 5th, only at the best party anywhere, Buffalo Chip. Get your passes now at buffalochip.com. Silverado and Deadwood, Hot Leathers and Sturgis, Rice Victory, Rapid City, and the Buffalo Chip Gate.
The new Legend Steakhouse at the historic Franklin Hotel.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, all you riders out there, you need to get on your bikes early during the morning hours, early afternoon hours, but looks like by late afternoon, evening hours, we are expecting to see quite a bit of shower activity throughout the Black Hills, maybe even earlier than that. So keep an eye on the weather. Reason why I'm saying that, here we are. Here's the Black Hills right here. All of this is Wyoming. You can see Wyoming is just inundated with a shower activity associated with this low pressure area. This is a slow moving system. It's going to just track slowly to the east, and it's going to bring all of this moisture with it. As a matter of fact, there's a possibility we could see a few little showers tonight as the leading edge of that storm system begins to nose its way into the Black Hills. But certainly by tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, as it moves to the east, a little bit of that afternoon heating, and that's going to trigger all this scattered shower activity again in Wyoming, but a lot of that will also be in the Black Hills. Here's the almanac today, 84, the high temperature, about 4 degrees below normal. Tomorrow with the clouds, temperatures are expected to be a little bit cooler tomorrow than what we had today. Not much, but a little bit cooler. And 56 was our morning low temperature, 542 sun up, 814. Sun will be going down. Currently, we got clear skies overhead, maybe just some high clouds. 72 is that temperature, and winds are out of the east at 10. Here's the big picture satellite radar. Let me back up a little bit. You can see that storm system. Here it is, and there it is, and you can see it just slowly tracking across Wyoming. By tonight, tomorrow, certainly will be affecting the Black Hills. Off to the east, what do we have? Just some widely scattered showers around the Great Lakes, Mid-Atlantic states, a few little showers there. But for the most part, East of the Mississippi is rather quiet. Some strong thunderstorms down in the Texas Panhandle. Future satellite radar. Here we go. This is 10 p.m. tonight. We'll get this thing in motion. There's our storm system moving slowly out of Wyoming, moving in an easterly direction. And as it gets a little closer to the Black Hills, it's going to give us a little bit of instability. That's going to help trigger those showers. Plus this stationary front. This stationary front is going to drape itself right across the Black Hills, and that'll be the trigger for the showers. And it's stationary. Basically, it means it's a slow-moving front. So these showers are going to be slow-moving, and so we are expecting to see some locally heavy rains in some areas. Let's fly in now, and here's our future satellite. Just a little closer look at all this. Here it comes. There's our little front right there, and you can see the model is triggering some scattered showers across the Black Hills. This is 6:30, but we expect to see those showers develop a little bit earlier than that. And Wednesday, that slow-moving system will move a little further to the east. Just a slight chance for a few little showers on Wednesday. The best chance will be tomorrow, and then a much lesser chance on Wednesday. And then Thursday, again, another little system's coming in, and we'll see more shower activity. High temperatures across the state, well, we have those for you. 86 Mobridge, 86 Faith, 86 Phillip. A lot of 80s, 82 over there in Spearfish, down in Pine Ridge, 89 Custer, up in the Southern Hills, 76 was the high temperature there. East River temperatures along the Missouri River, again, middle to lower 80s, and even seen some 70s all up and down the eastern tier of counties of South Dakota. And tomorrow, well, temperatures pretty much the same. Again, 80s along the Missouri River, a few little 70s out east. And our temperatures, as I said, a little bit cooler, 77 in Spearfish, 73 Custer, 82 down in Pine Ridge. And it's going to be a little bit cooler because we'll have those showers and a few more clouds overhead. And then Wednesday, the sun's going to be returning, a little more sun, temperatures warming up a little bit around the Black Hills area. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills for tomorrow. What do we have? We have scattered showers and thunderstorms, 81 Spearfish, 73 Custer, 84 Pine Ridge, Martin 84. Temperatures a little bit cooler than today, 79 Deadwood, 73 in Hill City, 82 in Hot Springs. The forecast for tonight, 62, mostly cloudy and mild, and there's a possibility we could see a shower come rolling in from Wyoming later on this evening. And then tomorrow, yeah, definitely scattered showers and thunderstorms are expected. High temperature in the lower 80s, 83. And some of those showers could be producing some locally heavy rain, so be on the lookout for that. That's why we have that flood watch in effect throughout the day tomorrow. Southeasterly winds, 5 to 15. And then tomorrow night, the overnight low temperature, once again, in the lower 60s, mostly cloudy, and we are expecting to see some showers and thunderstorms lingering into the evening hours, but hopefully they'll be out of here by midnight. Winds out of the southwest, 5 to 10. 7-day forecast, we have that one there for you. 87 on Wednesday, 83 Thursday, and we're bringing scattered showers back into the forecast Thursday, Friday, and possibly even into the weekend. ClipBigDeals.com, do we have that one? Get $30 to Weathered Vein for just $15. That's a 50% off, but as you can see, that one is sold out. Well, the buzz in the garden is all about bees. Master Gardener Mel Glover explains why you need to leave these workers alone on tonight's Botanical Garden.
Botanical, sponsored by True Green. For all your lawn, tree, and shrub care, along with pine beetle protection, think True Green this spring.
Again, welcome, Botanical Garden. With me is Mel Glover, Master Gardener. I'm Bob Riggio. Mel, we're going to talk about the leaf cutter bees.
Correct.
It's a friendly bee. Leave it alone. It's not going to cause any damage to any of the plots, but it may look like it's causing some damage.
Right. And what happens is it looks like somebody's gone around with a paper punch on the leaves and punched out all of these little parts of the leaf. And in reality, what's happening, the leaf cutter bee is a native pollinator. And so it's taking those little bits and pieces of the leaf back to its nest, building cells for more bees.
Okay.
So they're not hurting a thing. They're native Great pollinator.
Even though they nip away at the edges of the leaves, it's not going to kill the plant, is it?
It doesn't hurt the plant a bit. In fact, we've had people ask us, should I cut off my roses? Because it affects my roses, the peonies and lilacs.
Yeah.
But no, you don't have to damage the flowers or cut them and throw them away. They will be okay. It just looks a little funny.
Yeah. So just leave them alone. Let the bees do their thing. It's not going to hurt the plants.
Nope.
And so there basically is no control for leafcutter bees.
We don't want to control them because they are the native pollinators. They're good guys to have, and they don't sting. If they do, you won't even feel it. Well, you might, but I wouldn't feel it.
You wouldn't feel it. Yeah. You got calluses on your hands. I don't. I just got to hit a little button every once in a while.
Yeah, I know it.
All right, thanks a lot, Mel. Join us next week on Botanical Garden.
If your child ever asks you, where do sandwiches come from? Tell them the truth. Look them straight in the eyes and tell them, sandwiches come from Arby's. And if they ask where the loaded Italian and its many meats come from, kindly respond, what part of Arby's didn't you understand, Giuseppe? The new loaded Italian sandwich. Arby's, we have the meats.
Each day is a race against time. The winners are the ones who find time to laugh and play and dream. They celebrate adventure, friendships, and new opportunities. Scheels can help you with fashion that's timely, whether you're far away or close to home. This is your time. This is your year. Scheels.
They come from different worlds, each with a particular set of skills. Midco Extreme Internet, Midco Preferred Cable. Agents on a not-so-secret mission to save the world from slow internet and bad cable. But at only $89 a month for 12 months, there's a price on their heads. Don't miss this blockbuster event. Click happiestdevices.com.
Lean & Sons is dedicated to our employees, customers, community, and families.
This is NewsCenter1, Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Well, the Jack Pine Gypsies first introduced the hill climb competition at the Sturgis Rally way back in 1961. Since then, it has become one of the rally's most popular events, attracting riders from all over the region who try to conquer the 240-foot hill. The amateur hill climb was held today at the Jack Pine Gypsies Club grounds in Sturgis. Let's check out some of the highlights. We'll start with the Pee Wee division and one of the youngest riders. This is Jackson Phillips, just 2.5 years old. He only made it 42 feet, but probably better than I could do. And now to Aiden McBride. He made it 63 feet on this attempt. However, he won the Pee Wee division after traveling 245 feet on his first attempt. Moving on to the main part of the hill now. This is the 80s cc class. A good start for Taylor Earhart, but as you can see, he ends up flipping his dirt bike after 81 feet. Now to the 86 to 200 cc division. Cole Capang won this class after making it 159 feet up the hill. A very nice run. Moving on now to the 201 to 250 class. At first, it appeared we might have our very first rider make it all the way to the top of the hill, but Taylor Finn falls off and his bike goes flying off the course. Overall, Dylan Varnes finished first in this class with a distance of 165 feet. This is Stan Allard now of Rapid City competing in the 40-plus class. In fact, he's 66 years old and he bought this bike back in 1972. A great effort today by Allard. And one of the top runs all day belonged to Troy Finn, who competed in a few different classes. He managed to make it up 219 feet after the dust cleared. And just a reminder, the Pro Hill Climb will take place this Friday at 10 a.m. in Sturgis. Switching to Major League Baseball, the White Sox opened a 3-game set with Tampa Bay this evening. Let's pick up the action in the 6th inning. Jose Abreu turns on this first pitch as he sees from Nathan Carnes a 2-run shot to center field, and that tied it up at 2 apiece. In the bottom of the 7th inning now with the White Sox down 1, Carlos Sanchez delivers with a 2-run bomb to right field. Chicago takes the lead 4-3. And another home run here in the 8th inning. This time Grady Sizemore puts it out of the park to right center field. And Tampa Bay rallies to beat the Chicago White Sox tonight by a final score of 5-4. Meanwhile, David Price started on the mound today for the Blue Jays as they hosted the Minnesota Twins. And Price didn't disappoint the fans with his first pitches. Here he strikes out his first batter, Brian Dozier. But David paid the price in the top of the 2nd inning. Torrey Hunter connects and goes deep. His 17th home run of the season, and the Twins go up 1-0. Jumping ahead to the bottom of the 5th inning now, Josh Donaldson drives one deep to right field. His 27th homer gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead at that point. But the day belonged to David Price. He worked 8 innings and had 11 strikeouts, and Toronto opens the 4-game series today with a 5-1 win over the Minnesota Twins. And around the diamond tonight, Adonis Garcia hit a 2-run homer in the 12th inning to lift Atlanta over San Francisco. Final score 9-8. And the Texas Rangers downed Houston 12-9 to win their 2nd straight. In other action, the Arizona Diamondbacks homered 4 times in a 6-4 victory over Washington. Plus, the New York Mets took over first place in the NL East by knocking off Miami tonight by a final score of 12-1. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
Save big during Menards Made in the USA sale. AC2 pressure-treated lumber is treated in Eau Claire, Wisconsin and other U.S. cities. Over 100 sizes on sale. Pressure-treated pine decking is just 49 cents per linear foot. Get more choices, more colors, and satisfaction guaranteed with Cabot Exterior Wood Care from Menards. Cabot offers the best finishes and protection for any exterior wood surface. Save $7 a gallon. That's $35 on 5-gallon pails.
Save big money at Menards.
Spearfish is a focal point for tourism, is rich in history, arts, and entertainment, and is a retail trade center. Visit these great downtown shops in Spearfish, South Dakota.
Auto Doctors is a full-service auto maintenance and tire center. They've been in business for 10 years and feature ASE certified and Bosch certified techs. Stop by or call the Auto Doctors today.
With Spearfish's resort-like natural setting, enjoy exploring downtown Spearfish and discover everything it has to offer for the whole family.
We're here on the streets of Nashville, introducing people to Culver's fresh frozen custard.
How are you guys liking the frozen custard? So good. So it's got rich, fresh dairy, and that's what gives it that really creamy texture.
One word to describe it.
Craveable.
Very smooth.
Perfect.
Better than ice cream. Creamy and cool. That's nice.
Be a custard hero. Introduce somebody to Culver's fresh frozen custard.
It almost tastes like it's homemade.
I think somebody loves it. It's good.
Welcome to Delicious.
AMA Pro Flat Track Racing returns to Black Hills Speedway in Rapid City during the 75th Sturgis Rally. See Team Harley-Davidson factory rider Brad Baker, fresh off his Indy Mile win, battling handlebar to handlebar at over 100 miles per hour. And right now, you can save $5 in advance by buying your ticket today at Black Hills Harley-Davidson in Rapid City. Kids under 10 get in free. Don't miss AMA Pro Flat Track Racing at Black Hills Speedway, Tuesday, August 4th. Gates open at 2, racing at 7. Brought to you by Black Hills Harley-Davidson.
So we've talked and gotten Bob's impression about the size of the rally so far. Your impression, you went up to the hill climb and braved the traffic. What do you think about the numbers so far?
I've been up there over the weekend, so the last few days, and I've noticed definitely an increase in the traffic, and even the campgrounds look like they're huge this year. They've expanded, so numbers have to definitely be up. I
was telling Bob, you get on Interstate 90, you better pick a lane and you better just stay there. Because if you're not in the lane that you want to be in when you first get on the interstate, you're going to go about 3 exits too far because it's going to be that hard to get over. So plan accordingly before you make your maneuver.
My description of the whole thing is like, picture this chain throughout the Black Hills with no beginning, no end. And if you want to go riding, you're just a link in that chain. You just get in there, you're a link in that chain. And
look at this guy with the artful and poetic in that.
That's what I felt like.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, let's look at the 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the 80s, and look for some scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, you bikers, so stay dry.
That'll do it for us. Everybody stay safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'm Ross McKee from Granite Automotive. Well, the quality of employees from Black Hills Works is amazing. We've been working with Black Hills Works for about 25 years. They bring so much to the table as far as dependability and reliability. These employees from Black Hills Works have such a great attitude and they bring such a great work ethic. And I think it changes people's point of view. I think they become better employees for working around Black Hills Works employees.
To find out how you can hire someone from Black Hills Works, call 343-4550.
Join us at the Central States Fair August 14th through the 23rd as we celebrate 70 years of food on a stick. Grandstand passes are on sale now for 9 nights of fun, including Supercross races, Johnson Machine Napa Demo Derby, Black Hills Power Concert Series featuring Randy Hauser, Big and Rich, and the Eli Young Band. The Ranch Rodeo is back along with 3 nights of PRCA Rodeo. Grandstand passes are on sale now at these outlets or online. Make plans now for the 70th Annual Central States Fair in Rapid City.
Everybody talks. It started with the
Truck guys can't stop talking about Ford. And now during the summer sales event, get the best deals of the summer on Ford F-150.
This year, they've really kicked the competition's butt on this.
And Super Duty. They're the best-selling pickup trucks in America for 38 years straight. So don't miss the Ford summer sales event. Now lease a 2015 F-150 for just $259 a month. Or get up to $9,030 total savings on built Ford Tough trucks. Only at your local Ford stores.
My name is Dave Piercy. I'm air traffic controller here at Rapid City Regional Airport, and I love my church.
My name is Ashley. I'm a student at University Center Rapid City. I love my church.
I'm Steve, and I'm a mechanic at Black Hills Harley Davidson, and I love my church.
Our mission is simple. We want to show people who Jesus is. My name is David, and I'm the lead pastor of Fountain Springs Community Church, and I love my church.